welcome to my YouTube channel. If you see that red live button in the top corner, that means you're catching this live. If you do not see that button, you're watching the replay. So if you are, comment #replay so I know you watched. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Shelby, and if you enjoy this live and this project, I hope you consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It would help me out a ton, so I greatly appreciate it. All right, let me just get everything shared over here real quick, and then we will get started. But if y'all will share this video, all over social media, I would greatly appreciate it. It'll help my YouTube channel grow. All right, so give me just 1 second, guys. 1 second here. So how are y'all doing? Are y'all having a good Sunday? I hope you guys have all had a fantastic weekend. I know I did. I had a good weekend. Not ready to go back to work tomorrow, that's for sure. That is for sure. All right. So just 1 second, guys, and then we can get started. I'm hoping this will be a quicker project since a lot of this is already done. All right. Yeah, make sure to say hello when you jump on, and let me know if you're new to my channel. And if so, tell me where you're watching from. I live in Tennessee in the United States, but I was originally born and raised in Alabama. All right. I think we got this shared. Let me pull my comments back up on my iPad. It's a lot easier for me to see on my iPad than it is on my phone. Okay. All right, there we go. So if you did not read the description of this live, what we're going to do for today's project, we're just going to give this little scrapwood snowman that I found at Goodwill yesterday, we're just going to give him a little makeover. We're not really going to do a whole lot to him because I kind of like him as he is. And look at that face. That face is just absolutely precious and a whole lot better, than I can freehanding. So I can't even draw a stick line with a ruler and a pencil. So hello everyone, welcome in, welcome in. And if you want to learn one thing about me as far as crafting goes, I love crafting with wood. So when I saw the scrapwood snowman at Goodwill, I was like, he's coming home with me. Hello everyone. Thank y'all for joining, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up. All right. Sorry, I'm just trying to take the little Goodwill sticker off of here. I paid $4.99 for this at Goodwill. All right, guys. So I'm not going to paint him, and I'm not going to redo his face because, as I said, that's a better job than what I could have done. So looks like they just tied this bow on. We're going to take this bow off because I did, before this live, I did make another bow already. One that I like a little bit better. This one was cute, but I guess it could have been his scarf too. I don't know. From Nigeria. Welcome, welcome. I live in the United States. So the only thing I'm going to do to his face is I'm just going to take this pink ink that I got from Michael's, which is a craft store here in the United States. I don't know if they have any, outside the United States. But we're going to just give him a little blush. Just give him a little blush for his cheeks. But that's really the only thing that I wanted to do as far as his face. Everything else I absolutely already loved about him. And of course, something else to know about me is that I absolutely love adding greenery to projects. So we will for sure be adding some greenery to our little snowman here. So do any of you guys like to craft? And I've been crafting for long time now. Long time now. Probably like close to 15 years, give or take a little bit. Give or take a little. But I just took a little Q-tip, or you could just use your finger, just to see how we added a little bit of blush to his cheeks, make him look like he's got some fun little rosy cheeks. All right, so yeah, that's it. That's all we're gonna do to his face. Simple enough. No other painting, nothing like that. Nothing like that. And if you don't have this ink, you could obviously use paint. You could use actual like makeup blush. I've done that before as well. So I'm just getting this dried, and then we're gonna move on to the next part. Okay, because like I said, I was kind of wanting this to be a quick live. So what we're gonna do next is, I think we need to go ahead and do this part. So I was going for more like a rustic kind of look. I made the bow rustic. A lot of the greenery I have is more like your rustic style. But you can obviously do this however you want. You can paint the snowman hat whatever color you want. But I just wanted to keep it the traditional black hat. And then we're going to take some cinnamon and Mod Podge, and then we're going to give his hat a little bit of a rustic look. I love the cinnamon and Mod Podge technique. It's one of the easiest ways, I feel like, to give something a rustic look. Let's see, which brush do I want? I guess this one will work. Okay. So are any of you guys on here, y'all new to my channel? All right. And then this cinnamon Mod Podge technique is so simple. You just literally dab on Mod Podge wherever you want the cinnamon to be. And then you just take your cinnamon and you sprinkle it on. Yeah, I really love the rustic look. I could have just painted his hat brown, but I was like, nah, I kind of want it to be I just wanted to do the cinnamon and Mod Podge technique. Plus, it always makes your project smell so good. If you love the smell of cinnamon, really makes your project smell good. Okay, so we added some to the top. Let's see, where else? Let's add some to the brim of his hat. And I'll always lay a paper towel or something down whenever I'm doing this technique, and that way whatever cinnamon falls off, I could take it and just literally put it back in the little container. But yeah, this technique is super simple and fun to do. Have any of you guys tried this technique before? Hi, Stephanie. How are you, my friend? All right, so I think that's all we're going to do. And then what you want to do once you get all the cinnamon on that you want. Actually, I kind of like, but no, our greenery is going to cover that up. But once you get all the cinnamon on as much as you want it, where you want it, you want to take more Mod Podge and go over the cinnamon just to help seal it in on your project. we got cinnamon everywhere, didn't we? But I'm just kind of rolling with it actually. So I'm just wherever that Mod Podge fell, so to speak, on the hat or the cinnamon, I'm just going over it with Mod Podge, and we're just going with it. But do any of you guys like to revamp signs that you get from the thrift store? That's one of my favorite things to do. I love revamping thrift store signs and revamping Dollar Tree signs. Even though, to be honest, I don't really go into Dollar Tree as much anymore because they're getting a little ridiculous with the pricing and stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, basically wherever that Mod Podge is, you just, or wherever that cinnamon is, you want to go over with Mod Podge on top just to help seal it in. All right, and then I am happy with that. Usually I tend to put a lot more cinnamon on my projects, but for this one I was like, no, let's just kind of keep it simple. I'm good. He's adorable. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you so much. So see, I got it in the paper towel, and then we'll just scoop the leftovers, the extra cinnamon, right back into the container. Waste not, want not. All right. Makes things a whole lot easier. Plus, it makes the cleanup a lot easier, too. All right. So, we got that done. I'm going to wipe my hands off just a little bit. I love working with cinnamon, too, in the craft room because it makes my entire craft room smell so good. So, not only does the project smell good, but the craft room itself smells really good. All right. I did get a little cinnamon down here. That's okay. We will clean that up real quick. Easy peasy. Because I didn't want to, when I started drying the cinnamon and Mod Podge, I didn't want it to go flying everywhere. So see, you can see where we put the Mod Podge on, and now we're just going to dry it. And just remember, the thicker you put on the Mod Podge, the longer it's going to take it to dry. Which that works with anything, paint, glue, any of it. The thicker you put it on, the longer it'll take to dry.
Oh, we can alright.
Huh?
We can alright.
Yeah, I told you I was.
Oh, you messed with snowman.
Huh?
You messed with the snowman.
Yeah, I wanted to give the little snowman a makeover.
You done it yet?
Huh?
You done anything yet?
Yeah, I added blush to his cheeks, and now I'm adding the cinnamon and Mod Podge to his hat. Then we're going to add a bow. We're going to add some greenery.
Here, I thought you was going to revamp the whole thing.
No, not the entire thing. I like it. I love the little face. So whoever made this originally did a good job. That's why I just thought he just needed a little bit of blush, and then he was good. He needed some rosy cheeks. And that's my husband, by the way. I know y'all can't see him. He's behind the camera. That's Backseat Crafter is his nickname. Hi, Kathy. How are you, my sweet friend?
Put your hands on the camera. What, you want me to use the stapler?
No, I don't need that for anything right now.
Why not? You use the stapler.
All right. Oh, thank you so much, Kathy. I appreciate that. So the Mod Podge is still not completely dry, but I don't know if y'all can see where we put a little bit of cinnamon. I put some like up here, but we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next steps.
How do you spell cinnamon?
Huh?
How do you spell cinnamon? You get glitter, right? You get glitter on your forehead.
I got glitter on my forehead.
Yeah, it's on like over dried eye. Love you.
Love you too. All right, guys. Now let's move on to the next step. Sorry, I had Mod Podge on my fingers. Okay, so what I also did before this live was I went ahead and made the bow solely because I take forever to make bows, and it was just a messy fabric bow, so nothing wild or crazy, nothing extravagant. Oh, I love this snowman. Thank you so much. I do too. He's precious. He is just absolutely precious. I found him at Goodwill and just absolutely fell in love with him. He just needed a few accessories. Everything else was fine. He just needed a few accessories. So here's the little fabric bow that I made, and all of my fabrics and ribbons and stuff. I got this set of like rustic red, green, brown ribbon that I got, or it's fabric. This came from Jubilee Fabrics. I ordered it off of Walmart.com, but I know they have an actual website. But I use that, and then some of these other like random little things of ribbon here all came from Amazon. So I tried to stick with like your tans, your greens, reds, white, just wanted like that very rustic feel. Which Goodwill did you go to? The one in Gallatin. And so, let's see, we're gonna do the little bow here. I think I'm gonna put the bow down here, kind of like above the brim of his hat. So see, this is why I didn't want to add like a whole lot of cinnamon here, just because like the bow, and then when we put the greenery and all that, it'll kind of cover that up. But yeah, let's add the bow. But it does take me forever and a day to how did that end up all twisted around like that? Hold on, y'all. Let me get this straightened back out. But if you don't know how to make these messy fabric bows, they are really easy, and there's so many tutorials on YouTube, Facebook, and all that. You can look it up. Plus, if you go back and watch a lot of my live replays on Facebook and YouTube, I have made the bows, like then, like during the live and all that, so you can see it there. Oh, I just love this. I love it so much. Like I said, this snowman was cute as is. He really didn't need a whole lot. Do you like to shop at Goodwill, Stephanie? I love to shop at Goodwill. Even though, like everything else, it's getting a little high in price, but okay. Let's see, I think we're good. So I want to, before we add the greenery and all that, let's go ahead and add what we're going to put in the center of our bow. So again, to kind of stick with that rustic look, I've got some like rusty little bells that I ordered off of Amazon. And they're all like different sizes and all that. I'm going to use 2 of the little mini ones. That's what we're going to add to the center of our bow. So tell me, how was y'all's weekend? Did y'all do anything fun or exciting? I went and got my nails done yesterday, which I was super ecstatic about because it's been probably over a year since I had my nails done. So I went and got my nails done, and then went shopping at Goodwill with my bestie. So yeah, we had a fun day. Okay, so there's our little bells that we added. Good afternoon, Melissa. How are you? Their prices are too high for me. Yeah, that's why I like shopping in Goodwill, but I don't just buy any and everything, because I've seen Dollar Tree stuff. Like, as much as I shop at Dollar Tree, I know what came from Dollar Tree. and they would have the little like MDF Dollar Tree signs for like $4. And I'm like, they have lost their dang mind, because I said you can buy a brand new at Dollar Tree for less than that. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff like I refuse to buy, because like, or it would have the original store's tag on there, and they're either charging the exact same or more, and I'm like, no, that stuff I for sure skip out on. All right, so we got our bow. Next, think before. No, let's go ahead and add the greenery. Your nails are so pretty. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you, Melissa. Yeah, they're like a deep. I know they look black, but they're like a deep red that they look almost black, and I love it. I'm like, I told my bestie, I sent her a picture when I got them done. I was like, these nails, this color is a whole mood, and I love it. I'm all here for it. Let's do the greenery. So I wanted to kind of keep this, again, I told you I wanted to keep this simple. So I just got a few little like random little greenery picks that I've had. I get all my greenery from everywhere, y'all. I get it from Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, wherever. So I can't tell you specifically where all this came from. And a lot of these are like scrap pieces, like, because I don't like to waste any of it. So if I have like one or two pieces left, I'll put it in like a Ziploc bag. And that's what I did. Same with the little berries, like the little pine cones, stuff like that. So we're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep this project kind of simple as far as the greenery goes. Kind of thinking, would it be better to do it this way, or do we like it kind of facing down? I kind of like it facing down. And obviously, if you're the type you don't like greenery, if that's not your thing, that is a-okay. You don't have to add greenery. Because see, I used to, well, that is not going to work. We got to trim that. Because I used to not like greenery, and I used to not use it in my projects, but now I've become obsessed with it, and I want to put greenery in everything. So their prices have really gone up. Yeah, you're talking about Dollar Tree. If so, yeah, I agree. Because I used to, I'm not even joking, like I used to go a minimum of once a week in Dollar Tree, every week. And now, because there have been so many times that I've walked out with nothing, or maybe one or two little things, but no, to me, they really have gotten ridiculous, especially when they're not really even getting much new stuff out, and it's not really, or it's not like a big quantity, like it's the same quantity, or the quality has not changed, has not gotten better. And so I'm like, no, I'm not paying $4 for something that's only worth $1.25. So yeah, I rarely go into Dollar Tree anymore. I might go like once a month, if that, or like once every few months. But it is very rare for me to go into Dollar Tree anymore. But because Dollar Tree used to be my jam, like that used to be like the only craft store that I would shop at. Like, no joke. But now, I can't remember how I had this thought out in my head. Yeah, but I think a lot of this greenery I'm using actually came from Dollar Tree. But somebody else I've kind of been disappointed in lately is Hobby Lobby, because I noticed their craft sections are getting smaller. Like, have y'all noticed that? Like, they're getting more of like home decor and like kitchen stuff, and which I mean they've always had that stuff, but it seems like they're getting more of that out and less of the craft stuff. And see, that's why I used to love to go to Hobby. Now, of course, I love their decor, you know, when it's on sale, but I loved their craft stuff too, because they of course have a lot more than like Dollar Tree and Walmart and all that. But now I don't know about it anymore. Which I think I remember people saying that I think I remember them saying that Hobby Lobby was like planning on, oh, I did forget to do something. It's all right, I can stick it under there. But that Hobby Lobby is changing the direction, you know, as far as like what stuff they're going to have in the stores. And I think they did say that they're going more towards home decor and less craft stuff. My DT hardly has anything in there. The craft section has shrunk. Yes, mine too. And then I told my husband about it, and I'm like, I said that's actually kind of ironic. It's kind of sad, because I said that's literally what put Dollar Tree on the map. Like, Dollar Tree has been around forever. Dollar Tree's been around for probably before I was born. But I always consider, like, when I was a kid, it was literally a junk store. Like, sorry, point blank, that's what it was. It was the junk store. And so then as I got older and I started getting into crafting, I started watching all these other crafters, and they're talking about, hey, you know, I found this at Dollar Tree, and I'm like, what, Dollar Tree? So then when I was older and started getting into crafting, well, I started going into Dollar Tree, and that's where like I said before, I used to buy most of my craft supplies, and was always like bragging about, oh my gosh, I found this at Dollar Tree, love this, it's such a good deal, and etc. etc. Look at that, just a little touch of greenery. But now they're getting away from that and getting like more, I guess, like home decor, more like seasonal signs and stuff like that, and like in their plus section, and getting away from the craft stuff. And I'm like, that's literally what made you guys popular. That's what put y'all on the map again, because y'all used to be nothing but a little junk store. And so now all these crafters are what made y'all popular, and now you're wanting to get rid of the crafts? Like, to me, that just doesn't make any sense. But all right, so there's one little pine cone that was already in the greenery. I kind of wanted to add one more, but I don't really have a good spot unless we just put it right there. But what I need to do first is, I've got these like dried oranges, little orange slices, and also they smell really good. So if you like to smell oranges and cinnamon in your projects is literally the way to go. And they're easy to cut, guys. I'm just using regular scissors. But I wanted to, because I feel like orange slices, like these dried ones, kind of also go with that rustic look that I'm going for. Hold on, let me see how it looks if I would have done a whole slice. Because I meant to put it before I put the greenery on. No, I don't think that'll work. But I got these off of Amazon, y'all. You can find everything on Amazon. Literally everything. But you'll also see why I wanted to add an orange slice down here in the greenery. I'll show y'all here in a little bit. Yeah, I think we'll add it right there. But to me, it just really goes with that like vintage rustic look that I was going for the snowman. That's where I started getting a lot of my craft supplies is Dollar Tree when I started crafting. Yep. It doesn't make any sense, right? Like it doesn't. I'm like, crafters are literally made you guys popular. What made y'all money? And you're wanting to get rid of the one thing that made y'all money. You're wanting to get rid of the crafts. That just, again, blows my mind. But yeah, I've noticed that, like I said, the quantity, the quality, all has stayed exactly the same, but the prices have gone up. See, like I could justify the prices going up if the quality got better or even the quantity, but I'm like, if that's not getting better, no. Then I'm like, nope, nope, nope. All right, now we're gonna add some little berries. But y'all just like play around with this, make it however you want. And if you don't want to do greenery, you know, don't do greenery. It's just a personal preference for me. Okay, that one is not wanting to stay right there. Okay. But yeah, I was actually really proud of this bow. I'm sorry I didn't make it on camera for you guys, but it's just I take forever making bows. I'm so jealous of watching all these other crafters make bows. Like during the lives, it's like 2 seconds, bam, bow done. I'm like, what? My craft room looks like a DD in Hobble. Yeah, that's exactly how mine I would say Dollar Tree. Like I do find a lot of stuff at Hobby Lobby, but mine would be Dollar Tree and Goodwill is what mine looks like. I just love this little pop of red with these berries. That just really makes this project, I feel like. And then I was wanting to add cinnamon sticks, just because you can never have enough cinnamon, right? But we'll have to see, because we kind of do already have a lot of greenery going on here. We do kind of already have a lot. Look at that. See, look at the berries. That just really, really makes it pop. And I know you can't really see it, but there's the orange slice kind of back there. But let's see if we can sneak a little cinnamon stick or two in here. So if we can, that would be so awesome. Let's do it this way. There we go. It's kind of, I'm not really trying to cover up the orange slice, but there we go. Let's kind of tuck it back there. I know they say that odd numbers are more aesthetically pleasing to the eye, but sometimes it just works better with the even numbers, I feel like. Yeah, we gotta trim this down just a smidge. Just a smidge. There we go. All right, now that's perfect. Oh man, now this greenery is like sticking way out and it's driving me crazy. And it's because of the cinnamon stick. Hold on, we'll just glue it down. That's what we'll do, y'all. We'll figure it out. Crafters are good at improvising. We figure it out. We make it work. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. Look at that. I love the bow. I love the greenery. All right, y'all, we are almost done. Okay, so actually I need this back. Now, what we're gonna do next is I wanted to put something like up here on his hat. I love him. Thank you so much. So again, I also did this off camera. I just took some like cotton ribbon that, y'all can't really see it, cotton ribbon that I got from Amazon, and just took a stamp and then spelled out burr. You know, like burr gold. And also to continue with our rustic theme, so we got the rusty bells and the cinnamon, and we also got the orange slice. So I was wanting to kind of make essentially kind of like a tag, but I was wanting to like do the orange slice and then kind of lay the little ribbon and then put the snowflake. Did I say star? Rusty snowflake. And again, I got the rusty snowflake. I think those I got from Hobby Lobby, but the box of like the bells and stars came from Amazon. So see, this is what I was wanting to kind of add up there just to give it a little extra something, even though it doesn't really need it per se, but I like it. It's cute. It's different. So we're adding it. So we're adding it. And this is why I told y'all I wanted to put an orange slice down here, because we got one up here, so now we got one down there in the greenery. It's matchy matchy. It's matchy matchy. Okay. Because I had also thought about like if I wanted to instead, like if I would have done the greenery up here instead of down here, like I could have done the ribbon spelled out burr like going on the brim of his hat, but I just wanted it like up here just because the way this hat is shaped and it's like a taller hat. I was like, it would be cute, I think, like that. Hold on. Yeah, so let's glue this on. And that way it kind of holds it all in place. Oh my goodness, he is adorable. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kathy. I appreciate y'all. See, I didn't have to do much to him. He was already cute as he is. He was already cute enough. I just enhanced his cuteness. And that's it, guys. That's it for today's project. Something quick, simple, and obviously you can do however you want to. If you have a scrap piece of wood, you know, paint up your little snowman, add whatever embellishments you want. But as I said, I was going for kind of more of a like rustic style one because I was originally going to add snow text that also I got from Amazon. I know Hobby Lobby has it as well. I was going to add snow text to his hat, but I was like, no, I kind of wanted the rustic look for the snowman. So that's why we opted out of the snow text and decided to do the cinnamon and Mod Podge instead. But throw some hearts up, guys, if you like our little Goodwill snowman revamp, because I love him. He is precious. He is precious. But yeah, so again, here he is up close. There's the little bird tag and our little orange slice, the snowflake. There's our bow. There's our greenery. And then the only thing, if you came on late, the only thing I did to his face, it was already painted. I just took some pink ink that I got from Michael's and just added a little blush to his cheek. I felt like he needed rosy cheeks. But other than that, I didn't touch his face. And his hat, everything was already painted. Because I liked the rusted look and how it was distressed and all that, so I left that alone. I was like, he was perfect as is. He needed some embellishment. That's all he needed. So, thank you guys for joining me, and I hope y'all enjoyed this project and this live. And don't forget, if you're watching the replay, to comment #replay, and let me know what you guys think of this little snowman. And I just want to say I hope y'all have a good rest of your Sunday. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I hope you consider doing so. And you can follow me over on Facebook as well. I do more lives and tutorials over there. And it's the same as my YouTube channel, Red Brick Home Crafts, easy enough to find. So I hope y'all will consider following me over there as well. And I guess until the next video, hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday and a good week this week. And I will see y'all next time. Bye, guys.